Hey everyone, welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. I am going to do a quick whip and chat today. It is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day to everyone. Hope you're enjoying your day with your significant other or your family or your friends, however you spend it. Hope you're enjoying it. Ours has been interesting. Yeah, so let me go over this first. I am still working on Daffodils by Andy Russell. I have probably about 4 more parchment squares left. I'm only working on this strip here. Sometimes when I lay out the parchment squares, they don't fit evenly, obviously. So sometimes you'll get just sections like this big that you have to section off across the top or the bottom or the side. So that's what's happened here. I do have the painting upside down right now, so I can work on the top. I've got my cover minders. These two are from Happy Hippo Finds, the dragon and Kiss My Craft. The dragon is for the scales and sparkles. Is that right? Sparkle and scales? Scales and sparkles. And this is from my good friend Melody, who gifted this to me. My 2 kitties. So beautiful. I think she got this from Shine Like a Diamond. Not sure, because it was a gift, so I don't know. I'm using 2 pens. This one is from Patriotic Beauty. Love this pen. It is so comfortable. I can't tell you just how awesome her pens are. They're amazing. So, and then I'm also using this pen from Enabler's Outpost that I just unboxed recently. It's lovely. It's very comfortable. Yes, so I'm using both pens. Move those over to the side. And I'm using my silver tray from Bella Art de Nicole. And actually the wax today, I'm just using blue wax today from Star Wars. I get it in a package of a bunch of different hearts. Sometimes I just want to use blue wax. So that's what I'm using today. I'm not using my wax or other wax. So, okay. I hope everybody's having, like I said, a great Valentine's Day. Let me walk you through ours. It was interesting. So yesterday was Saturday, and obviously, you know, the weather here has been just horrendous. We had, so Friday night it snowed all night, like all night long, and we had probably a good I'd say probably like a good 5 inches of snow. And it iced first. So it iced for a little bit. And then it snowed 5 inches. My husband did not go to work on Friday because it was a nightmare. So yeah, so we had all this weather, and then, so Friday I posted my WIP wax like I always do, right? And I knew the weather was going to be crappy, and I was like, gosh, they're not going to be able to pick it up on Saturday. Monday is President's Day, so that's going to be a holiday. The mail will run on that day. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and schedule it for a pickup for Saturday and see if they'll do it. Well, for those of you that followed me on Instagram, let me tell you what, my post office here where I live is a teeny tiny little post office, and I have never experienced this in my life. So Saturday morning at like 9:15, my phone starts ringing, and I'm sorry, I don't answer my phone unless I know who it is, and everybody knows don't call me before 10 a.m. unless something really bad has happened. Don't call me. So of course I freak out and I look at my phone, and it's like all it says is, you know, a local number. I'm like, okay, well, I'm not answering that. Well, they left a voicemail. So I get my, you know, get my thoughts together. I'm awake now, so I listen to the voicemail, and it's the post office saying, seriously, saying, we really want you to try and drive your packages yourself to another post office because we're having a really hard time getting around in the weather. And I was like, okay, so they're not going to pick up. So, and that's what she said. She said, you know, we're having a really hard time. We recommend you to try and, you know, if it's a rush, to try and take it to another post office. It was just it was her manner on the phone. It was just very, I'll be really honest with you, it was very shitty. I was like, okay, whatever. They're not going to pick it up. That's fine. So, I went back to sleep. Like, I listened to the voicemail. I was like, whatever, they're not going to pick it up. I'll get the tub that's sitting on the front porch when I get up. So, no, I fell back asleep because I was in bed until about 10:15, and the doorbell started ringing. Not once, not twice, 3 times. So we have a camera on our driveway. So, excuse me, I pulled up the camera footage to see who it was, and it was the mailman. Now, keep in mind, Adam had completely cleared our driveway with our snowblower and the sidewalk and our steps, so that in the event anybody tries to deliver anything, because he knows how much you know, stuff I get usually. So we had made sure it was cleared off Friday afternoon. Well, you know, no, I'm sorry, we got all that snow. I take that back. It was Thursday night. Yeah, Thursday night we got all the snow. Right? No. Oh my gosh. My days are running together. Anyway, Adam had made sure that everything was cleared off on Friday afternoon. So anyway, Saturday morning, you know, the doorbell's ringing. I see it's the mailman on the camera. I'm like, I'm not answering that. What the hell, you know? Obviously, they're there to pick up the packages, but what's the problem? I put a scan form out. So for those of you that don't know, if you have multiple packages, it makes it a lot easier for the post office to print a scan form. And basically, it's just a form that says, you know, you've got 30 packages, and they just have to scan that once, and it scans all 30 of the packages for them, so they don't have to sit there and manually scan each package. And I do that every time for them because, I mean, I feel like that's the right thing to do, so they're not sitting there having to scan, you know, 30 packages. So I was like, okay, maybe it's just there's a problem with the scan form. Anyway, so they leave. I watched the mail truck back out of our driveway perfectly fine. They back up and then pull up to our mailbox. And she sits there for a minute, and then she puts something in the mailbox and then drives off. I was like, why wouldn't she have just put the mail in the tub, which is what they normally do. Like when they come to pick up WeWax packages, they'll just put whatever mail we have in the tub that I provide. It's like a Rubbermaid tub. They just put the mail in the tub, you know, and they're on their merry way. So I was like, why would she go back down to the mailbox and put something in the mailbox? That doesn't make, you know, just doesn't make sense to me. So Adam gets dressed and stuff and then goes down to the mailbox. Well, that's when, you know, he comes back in and he's like, ooh, you got a note. I was like, okay. And I put the note on Facebook. I was so angry. It was so passive aggressive. And I didn't show you all this on the note, but she actually signed her name on the note. So I have her name. And I'm really debating whether or not to go up to the post office and talk to the postmaster. Because my thought is, okay, look, if the weather's bad, just don't pick it up. I mean, you already left me a voicemail saying you weren't going to pick it up. That was at 9 something. And then at 10:15, I'm getting, you know, my doorbell ringing of the post people being at my door picking up my packages. But they're picking them up with an attitude. It's like, look, either pick them up or don't. That's the way I'm looking at this. Yeah, I was so angry. So anyway, I have her name. I have the note. So I really think I'm going to go up there and have a little chat with somebody because it's ridiculous how much time they spent on that. And I'll be really frank with you, I don't think it's safe for them to be out in that weather, because Saturday morning it was nothing but ice. I mean, ice on the road. It was horrible. It was just horrible. Nobody should have been out driving in that. In fact, the weather people even said, you know, don't travel unless absolutely necessary. I mean, it was that bad. Anyway, so that was my Saturday morning. My blood pressure was way up. Like as soon as I was waking up, it was fabulous. Anyway, so then we're going about our day. Adam's home, you know, because it's Saturday, and we're going about our day and, you know, doing things we normally do. And all throughout the day, like our power flickered. I was like, okay. Now keep in mind, like I said, there's nothing but ice everywhere on top of all the snow we got. So it's just weighing down the trees and, you know, bushes. Like all our bushes are like flattened to the ground. We have a big holly tree over on the side of our house that covers up our outdoor units. And it is completely just like bent over on the ground. It's crazy. Crazy, I'm telling you. So anyway, we made dinner, we made dinner early because we were both hungry. We didn't really eat during the day. I don't normally eat during the day, but we were both hungry, so we made a pizza, and we had just sat down to watch. We're watching the true crime, that Netflix show of Lisa Lamb with the Cecil Hotel. Y'all, it's that show. Skylar's upset because I won't let her in here. That show it's creepy. It's creepy to see the events that take place. I highly recommend you watching it. It's only 4 episodes. We're on the 3rd episode. So we started watching the 3rd episode, sat down, had eaten about half of our pizza, and then the power goes out. And this was at like, I want to say it was like 5:30, something like that. I was like, okay, power went out. So we got all our lanterns and flashlights and all that stuff because it had just started to get dark. And Adam had a bunch of firewood down in the basement, so he went and got that, brought that up and started the fire so that we could try and at least regulate and keep the temperature in the den, you know, fairly warm. Because I think the low Saturday night was like 28, something like that. So that was fun because the cats had never seen a fire before, and they were scared shitless of it because it would make cracking noises and popping noises, you know. We brought the dogs into the den. You know, we put Blue's bed over near the fireplace, and we brought Bella's crate in. She can't really be out much because she's completely blind and she keeps running into things, and she just won't sit still. So she likes to be in her crate. So we just brought her crate into the den, and she just, you know, slept. She was comfy. So yeah, so we were fine, but it was like, have y'all ever like sat with the power out with your spouse, significant other, your family, whatever? It's like, we're in such a techie age. It's like sitting and actually doing nothing and talking to someone. It's been a while, y'all. It's been a while where you're sitting there and you're forced to do nothing but talk to the other person. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. It's just, it's not what I'm used to. So yeah, so then I was like, okay, you know, we did that for a few hours. You know, we played with the cats and, you know, all that good stuff. I mean, it was fine. It was fine. I was more worried about, you know, how cold the house was going to get and if the animals were going to be okay. And, but we were fine in there with the fire, believe me. Completely fine. And I put pictures on Instagram of that, so y'all got to see the fire. Yeah. So we were fine. And then I'd say around, I don't know, 8 o'clock or so, we I was like, I'm gonna jerry rig something where I can bring my diamond painting out here and do that. So I did. I got a flashlight, came in my office, got my diamond painting, got all my drills, got all my stuff, took it out to the coffee table in the dome, and I have a little clip light. Here, I'll show you. It's just a little clip light like this, little clip light, and it clips. It's got a big clip on it. And I have this I have a lap desk, and I have this that I can attach to my lap desk. It works great, just a little battery operated thing. So I clipped that to the side of the coffee table, and yeah. Now, could I see what I was doing? Not really. And this whole section here, you can probably see how uneven it is. It's like not even at all compared to over here, because I did this whole section last night in the dark. And of course, it's like not comfortable to sit on the sofa and lean over to do it. But I was like, I've got to do something. And I definitely can't color because I need way more light to color. Putting the drills down, especially putting down the white colored drills, it was easier than putting down the dark colored drills. So yeah, I sat there diamond painted in the dark. Excuse me, in the dark. So it was fine. I mean, we managed. Adam was on his phone. We have battery bricks for our phones, so we can charge our phones. We do have a generator. It's actually a hybrid generator. It's really cool. It's a fuel generator, and then it also can be a propane generator. And you can just hook up a propane tank to it to run it. And it's the size of a normal generator. So it's pretty heavy, but it's really cool that you can run propane instead of gas. It's a lot safer and cleaner, in my opinion. I mean, you can't keep it inside or anything. You still have to put it outside and ground it and do all that. But yeah, it's better to me than running a gas one. So, if we had been out for more than 5 or 6 hours, we would have fired that up. But the other problem was it was windy and there was still ice. Sorry, I'm looking for that next color. There was still ice coming down. So you really don't want to leave your generator out in the elements, and we don't really have like a covered area to put it, and you can't leave it in the garage, obviously. So we were waiting for the weather to die down a little bit before we fired it up. But the good thing is around 9 o'clock, I think it was around 9 o'clock, our power flickered back on, went out, and then flickered back on again. And then like around, I say 9:15, it came on for the rest of the night. So that was good. I feel bad because I was talking to my best friend Sean when the power came back on and let him know we had power. And his power had been blinking on and off in his apartment pretty much most of the night. And then as soon as I told him we had power back, he was like, well, mine just went out. Now that was at 9 o'clock last night. And he was like, well, I'm just going to go to bed. He works really early shifts for work. Like he has to be at work at like 5 a.m. He works from like 5 to 2 at Home Depot. But thank goodness he didn't have to work today. But he had worked on Saturday, so he was tired. So at like 9:30, he was like, I'm just going to go to bed. I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm sure you'll have power by the time you wake up in the morning. Guess what? Nope. We woke up this morning at like 10, and I texted him and was like, do you have power? He was like, nope. I was like, oh my gosh. So he went up to, he drove up to Dunkin' Donuts and got, coffee and a breakfast sandwich. I know. Who goes to Dunkin' Donuts and doesn't get a freaking donut? Come on, y'all. I was like, what is wrong with you, Sean? Get a freaking donut. Anyway, so, yeah, and then he said he drove around, and there's like 3 blocks around his apartment that are just completely out of power. Like, the lights out, the whole shopping center. There's a shopping center right next to his apartment, and the whole shopping center is out of power. The Kroger is running off of their generator. And he said the Kroger was just insane busy because, of course, I'm sure everybody's in there trying to get stuff because nothing else has power. Yeah, so I just hope he gets power back soon. If not, he's going to come over this afternoon and take a shower and, you know, all that good stuff. I'm a little worried about it just because he's in the public all the time, but, you know, it's that's what friends are for, you know. If he needs help, I'm going to help him. So he'll come over and take a shower and, you know, warm up a little bit, and then hopefully by this afternoon at some point he'll get, you know, he'll get his power back. It's nasty. I mean, ice is just no joke. I mean, and I think we got half an inch of ice on everything. And it's like we were sitting there and we heard, when our power went out, we heard the big crash of a tree. And we had 2 trees come down in our neighborhood. And both of them apparently took out power lines because there were 2 crews working. When we looked at the outage map with Virginia Power, there were 2 crews working in our neighborhood. Yeah, we were just very fortunate to get ours back within, you know, 5 hours. So, so Jeremy Shug, I'm sorry I missed your live. When our power came back on, I was busy with other things, trying to get the house straight and the animals and all that. And I was tired. I mean, I went to bed. I probably went to bed like around midnight, which is early for me. But like stress, let me tell you what, stress will just, it makes you exhausted. I was so stressed out with the weather and thinking, you know, thinking a tree was going to come down on our house. I mean, I have anxiety anyway. Y'all know that. But weather just makes my anxiety go berserko. It's just because it's something I can't control. I have no control over it. And I know everybody's like, you can't control it. There's no point in stressing out over something you can't control. Well, you know what? You don't suffer from anxiety. You don't understand how that affects my brain. My brain just goes into, oh my God, something bad is going to happen. And, you know, I have to stress about it. That's just how it works for me. I don't know. Does anybody else do that? Does anybody else stress out about bad weather? I do. Really, really bad. So anyway, yeah, that's been our last couple of days. Today I am going to clean. I need to vacuum and dust. I haven't done that in a while. I also need to work on my planner. I actually haven't looked at my planner in a couple days just because of all the nonsense going on here. It's been like the least of my concerns. So has anyone else gotten this ice storm? Anybody else in Virginia? Or I think Maryland got some of it too. I don't know if they got as much as we did. But yeah, they're saying that there were like hundreds of thousands of people without power, which crazy, just crazy. So, okay. So yeah, so last night after we got our power back, I took a shower, and so if y'all notice, I put nails on, and I don't have my autofocus on. So, they are press-on nails, but they are where you actually use a nail glue. Here, I'll show you. Hold on. Well, I'll show you ones that I haven't opened yet. Okay. And I actually saw an ad for this on Instagram. So they're called static nails, and you get 24 nails. There's a whole nother row of nails underneath this. These are all square. Each package of nail that you get off their website is, I think, $14. And this comes with a tube of nail glue. So you get a file, the glue, and the nails. This is actual brush on nail glue that I got additional because all the reviews said, all right, I can't open the box. All the reviews said to get this. So it's just a brush on nail glue. So you brush this on your nail, and then you also brush it on the actual nail itself, you know, these. And then you apply it and you just hold it for 30 seconds. And it said depending on how much glue you use, it can last for, you know, a long time. So like weeks. Now I did not use a lot of glue this go round because I just wanted to try it first and see. This is the first time I've ever used a nail glue press on nail. Usually I use the ones that already have the adhesive on the nail itself where you just hold and press, like what is it, all dashing nails. I tried those. They only stayed on for like, you know, 5 minutes. But these I put these on last night and I have been doing the normal things. No problem at all. The only issue I had putting them on is the glue will get off to the side when you put it on and you press. Some of the glue will squirt off onto the side. You have to get that off your skin pretty quick. So I just had like a damp rag to get the nail off. But I thought they looked pretty cool. This is like an iridescent color. I thought they looked pretty neat. What do y'all think? Pretty cool. I don't normally do a rounded tip, but they didn't have this color in square. Usually I go with a square. And the other colors I got in square are shorter. So we'll see. Who uses press-on nails with glue? Let me know. Do you have any suggestions as far as the best way to use nail glue? I was struggling because, like I said, it was the first time. So, like, I would sit there and put the glue on my nail, which was probably not smart. And then I was sitting there with the brush trying to get the glue on the actual nail itself before I applied it. And then when you apply it, I was getting glue on my finger. Yeah. I had nail polish remover, all that good stuff to put it on my skin, you know, whenever I got the nail glue on it. But so far so good. They've stayed on, you know. I mean, I only put them on last night. We'll see how they survive with, you know, shower, and I got to do dishes. The company said this nail glue basically just wears down over time, and it depends on how much glue you put on your nail as far as how long it'll last. So if you only put a thin coat of glue, it'll probably only last, you know, 3 or 4 days. But if you really glue up your nail, they say it can last up to 2 weeks. So I only did a thin layer because it's just for the first time. I just want to try it and see if it was something that I wanted to do. But I still have a bunch of Color Street, so I still love Color Street. I just wanted to try something a little bit different. Yeah. So anyway, what else is going on? Not much. Blue's doing okay. He's behind me sleeping. He did get sick this morning. I think he ate his food too fast. We've been giving him canned food for the last couple of months, and I think he ate it too fast, and then he just got sick. So I'm waiting for his stomach to settle down a little bit, and then I'm going to give him some chicken and rice. But he's still such a little trooper. Such a little trooper. I'm very blessed that we get this extra time with him. Very blessed. So again, thank you to everyone. I have so many people that still ask about how he's doing, so thank you so much. He's hanging in there. So unfortunately, it's probably going to be a situation where one day he's fine and the next day he's not. the vet said it'll just get to the point where he can't, I know I've said this before, where he just can't breathe because the tumor's pressing on his lungs. So, I'm not looking forward to that day, but it's all good. We're gonna make the best of the time that we have left and spoil him. And he is, believe me, he's very spoiled. Very spoiled. He's such a good boy. So, yeah. But anyway, all right. Well, I finished these 2 colors. But like I said, I just want to do a quick WIP and chat. Let everybody know what was happening and what was going on and all our nonsense from last night. Oh my gosh. So it was crazy. But hopefully I can get this this diamond painting finished. I really hope I can get it finished this week. Just depending on what we have going on. Hopefully I can get it finished. Yeah, because I really want to start another diamond painting. And I know I have 5 diamond paintings that I said I wanted to work on. But I think the next one I'm going to work on is going to be... It's either going to be the partial horse from Diamond Art Club or the Sparkle Queen Creations that I just ordered and did a video on. It's going to be one of those 2. I kind of want to work on the Sparkle Queen one because I want to see what the quality of the canvas is and the drills. Yeah, kind of want to work on that. So if you haven't checked out Sparkle Queen Creations, please do so. Mitzi is wonderful. She was very quick to answer questions that I had, very responsive. So that was a very pleasant experience. So yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody has a fabulous Valentine's Day. If you're new, thank you so much for watching. I hope you hit that like button and subscribe. To all of my channel members and Patreons, thank you for your continued support as always. And yeah, everybody have a great, great Valentine's Day. And I will see you again really soon. Bye, guys.